Hey everybody, come on in. What y'all doing? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. What's going on? How y'all doing? What y'all doing, Kingdom Tribes? Come on in here. Hey, let's make sure we let the ancestors be in here with us. What's going on, Kingdom Tribes worldwide? Come on in here and say hi to me. I miss y'all. I'm doing my own thing. But I said I gotta come on here and see the tribes again. I was supposed to come on here yesterday and see y'all. What y'all up to? I just know we planting our seeds because we are the Majesty, right? You're the Majesty. So I just know you out here planting your seeds. We're in the overflow, right? You know what I noticed? I used to go spend $200-$300, right, to get my hair done, right? I let somebody else do it, and I used to spend $200-$300 like every 4 to 6 weeks, right? And I was sitting here one day, and I'm like, wait a minute. You in the overflow, you live in your highest self, right? You're into your chakras, right? You're into your sacral chakra. You're into your creativity. Now, hold on. If I can apply my creativity into my gifts and expand them worldwide, let me put my creativity in me. So I sat there one day and I'm like, you know what? I'm not spending $300 to $400 no more on my hair. I'm going to sit here and take the creativity, right, from the ancestors that were sent down generation after generation after generation after generation, right? I'm going to take that creativity from my sacral chakra and I'm going to start doing my own hair. Yo, excuse me. I got so excited over doing my own hair, I started choking. I went out, right? I'm like, let me invest in some hair jewelry. They only like $1.99. Let me invest in some hair. $7.99 to like $15. Anyway, I looked at it. It didn't come up nowhere near $300 to $400. So I'm like, all right, let me start creating my own hairstyles. Let me bring out the true, authentic me in the overflow. So I started doing my own hair. And I'm telling you, the more I do it, the more different creations of hairstyles come to me. So I'm like, wow, look at all that money I wasted. I mean, think about it. Not only did I get my hair done, I used to get my daughter's hair done. Her hair would be anywhere from $280 to $300. So every time we went, we would spend at least $600 every time we went, 4 to 6 weeks. I said, now, nah. Let me invest in me. Let me start doing my own hair. So I started doing my own hair. And I'm telling you, it's fun because I get to initiate different hairstyles. I can do it this way or I can do it that way. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. I can change it. I can change the hair jewelry. I can change the earrings. It's just, excuse me. I took the $400 and I spent 80. I spent $80, right, to do this hairstyle. And I still have a lot left to do 2 or 3 more different hairstyles. When I'm taking the $80, right, and putting it into the 400, that's 4 different hairstyles. So I'm like, you know what? From now on, I'm going to take my own creativity because I'm the Majesty, right? I'm going to take my own creativity and put it in me. And that's what we're talking about here today. We take money, right? Because things are so lazy. We have so much noise in life, right? We have so many distractions in life. We became lazy. And the more we become lazy, the more things they're putting in place to make sure we are lazy. You know, when I go get my hair done, I'm just looking at a picture and I'm telling the hairdresser I want it that way. And when I told the hairdresser I want it that way, I would say to myself, you know what? I'm going to do the jewelry on it. I'm going to put the hair jewelry in it. Let me spin it up any way I want to. So anytime I would get my hair done, I would spin it up and put the jewelry in it any way I wanted to, right? And then I got to thinking, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm giving her $400 to do my hair. I'm spending like $10 for 5 packs of hair jewelry. They're $1.99 each. And I'm spinning up her hairstyle. So if I can spin up her hairstyle with the hair jewelry that's costing me $10, then why the heck am I giving her $400 to do my hair? It just didn't make sense to me. So I'm like, okay. I found this beauty store that I absolutely love, and I love everybody that work in it because they're so helpful, right? They're so giving, right? Whatever you're looking for, they actually walk you to the section, show you where it is, and explain the different ones that they have in that specific item. I started going to this store. I'm like, okay, let me start investing in me. Instead of putting my money investing it in other people, like the $400 for the hairstyle. I said, wait, if I can put the jewelry in to put a spin on it, then I can put the spin on the hairstyle to put the spin on the jewelry in it. And that's what I started doing. So I go to this store and I absolutely love the store. Love it, love it, love it. Take the drive. It is a drive. I don't care. When you are taking a drive to bring out your creativity, when you are taking a drive to bring out your beauty, when you are taking a drive to bring up your authenticity of who you are, it's worth the drive. So I took the drive and I went in. And when you go in the store, you just want to go crazy. Everything they have up in there is for a woman's beauty, down to the shampoos, the lotions, the body sprays, the hair jewelry, the hair, the this, the that, the skincare, moisturizer, everything. I get so happy just to get in the car and take the drive. Because I know when I get there, right, the people that work in the store, they treat me like I'm a majesty. I don't have to say nothing to them, right? When I come in, they welcome me. When I go in the aisles, they come over. Do you need any help? Is there anything I could do for you? Can I direct you to something? When I was in the store and I'm, walking around buying what I needed, I was dropping things out the cart, didn't even notice it. Let me tell you something. The manager that sat in the back of the store, do you hear me? That was watching everybody on camera. The manager came out from the back of the store. He picked up everything that fell out the cart. He came over to me and said, here, you dropped these on the floor. I just want to make sure I got them to you. Do you need anything? Can I get you anything? Is everything okay? I did like this. When we're walking around, right? When we know who we are, when we stand in our power, when we have the overflow, when you live in your highest self, when we're pouring out in the world love. Let me say that again. When we're pouring out in the world love, your energy beep, 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 beep. The people are attracted to you. They're drawn to you. They come to you. He was sitting in the back of the store watching everybody on camera. He could have called one of his workers and told his worker, listen, we have a customer in the store. She's dropping things out of the cart. Can you go pick it up for her? But no, he didn't do that. He stood up and he walked out to the store and he picked up every last thing I've dropped on the floor and he brought it over to me and he held a conversation with me. They will always get my money. And when I go into a store, he'll never have a restriction or a limitation on how much I choose to spend in it. He is someone that I will pour my overflow into. I will always pour my overflow into. I have beauty stores. That's where I live at locally, right? That's closer to where I am, right? But I go here because of the way they treat me. I take the drive because of the way they treat me. I was on my way back in from town one day, right? And I seen a beauty store and I said to my daughter, you know what, let's stop in there. I never stopped in there before. When I got into the store, it was all crisp and clean. Everything was all lined up in each aisle. It was all labeled. Everything was there. The prices was there. I'm like, okay, I can work with this. They welcome you when you come in the store. They come over to you and ask you, can they help you with anything? Are you looking for a specific color? Do you know what type of hairstyle you want? I could give you the best textured hair. I'm like, you know what? I like that. I'm going to pour my overflow. I'm going to pour my blessings. I'm going to pour my abundance into the store. I don't care how long it takes me to get there. I know when I get there, they treat me with extra care. Extra care. I don't even have to say anything. And then when I go to check out, they all up there talking to me, right? I go to check out. She says to me, we have a free gift for you today. Again, I go, look at the Heavenly Father coming in, confirming to me this is a store you want to pour your abundance into. This is a store you want to pour your blessings into. This is a store you want to pour your overflow into. Because they treat you like you're the Majesty. Everybody that came in, they treated them like they're the Majesty. And listen to me, the store had the 80s music playing, the 70s music playing, the 60s music playing. I'm in the aisle dancing around, shopping, enjoying myself, feeling the spirit. I'm grooving, right? As I'm going through the aisles, I'm like, let me do a spin here and let me do a spin there. And then the girl came over in the aisle and she seen me dancing and she started joining me. I said, you know what, Heavenly Father? This is a blessing. And let me tell you something. Every time I buy their products, everything lays just right. Everything blends just right. Everything does exactly what I want it to do. And the creativity, right? That came from my ancestors. I said to the ancestors in the store yesterday, what color hair you think I should get? Do you agree on this one? Do you think this type of hair jewelry would go with it or that type of hair jewelry would go with it? They said, why don't you go ahead over there, right? Because for the hairstyle that you plan on doing it, they got some beautiful scarves that would put a bow right in the front of it, a bow on the left of it, a bow in the middle of it, a bow on the left. Listen, I went into the aisle and I found the bows. They had all kinds of bows, scarves to bring the hairstyle out. The ancestors said, get that one, we like that one, and we like that one, and we like that one. Yeah, get that one. By the time I was finished, it came to $84, all of it. The different color hairs, the hair jewelry, the scars, the bows, even their prices was reasonable. And look, I used to go to the beauty stores right around here and get their hair, right? And if you get your hair done, you know what I'm talking about. It comes in like bundles of hair straight down, in the package. I used to get the hair, right, to take to the shop to get it done. And it used to be like 6 things of hair in the package. I go to them, they got like 8, 10, 12, 15, 20 in one pack, and it's cheaper. I said, Heavenly Father, Universal Earthly Mother, Nature, thank you for letting me stop here on the way home when I came back from out of town. Thank you for letting me stop here and meet these people. And then after the first visit, I cannot stop going back. I said to the kingdom parents, put this store in the new kingdom world. Bring the abundance into his business, the overflow into his business, the land of milk and honey into his business. Pour my spiritual inheritance into his business. Because they treated me like the Majesty when I went in. As a matter of fact, I stood there as I was dancing in the aisles, right, doing my shopping. I was watching when the other people came into the store. I wanted to see if they treated them the same way. They treated them the same exact way. The same exact way as they treated me. Put them in the new kingdom world. Put them in the new kingdom world. Let my abundance flow up in here with him. Because he deserves it. The employees he hired, all team players, they all get along. They all have smiles on their faces. You know, how many stores can you say you're happy to take the drive? Not many. How many times can you say you enjoy taking the drive? You look at the scenery because you just know when you get to the store, they're going to treat you like the Majesty. I'm driving, feeling good, smiling, talking to the ancestors. What hairstyle are we going to get here today? Looking at the trees, thanking the ancestors for allowing me to breathe. They gave me oxygen to get to the store, oxygen to get back from the store, oxygen inside the store, oxygen walking around the store. It's the overflow. It keeps coming in. We keep elevating. The overflow keeps coming in. Listen to me, tribes. The beauty store owner was one of my tribes. Do you understand what I'm saying? The Heavenly Father is leading us to our tribes, the people that deserve our overflow. He's one of them. Listen, his business is going to take off. His business is going to expand. He's going to open more than this one business because I put him in the overflow. I want him to open up more businesses. I want more people to come to him because he hired the people in his tribe. He hired the people that make you want to come back. He hired the people who take you to the item. You know how you walk in a store and you say, can you tell me where this is? And they say, oh, well, if you go over there to the left and then you go to the right, you go around the bend and right over there in front of the counter number, you can find it right there. Not these people. Not them. She put down on the desk what she had, what she was putting away. She put it down and she came out from behind the counter and took me to where I needed to be. And as I'm shopping, here come another one. Did you find everything you need? Is there anything we can help you with? Can we do anything for you? Like the Heavenly Father on the way home from out of town, right? He said, stop in this store. I know you're going to like it. Just stop in it for a few minutes. The first day I went in the store, I spent $150. But if you would have seen how many bags I had in my hand, you would have been like, ain't no way you just spent $150. You know, when we in the overflow, the Heavenly Father, right? He allows the currency of our energy on our money to expand. I receive more than what I used to for the amount of money that I put out. Y'all ain't listening to me this morning. I used to buy the packages that had 4 packs or 6 packs, and it cost more than I bought a pack that had 13 different bundles of hair in it that was cheaper. The hair jewelry cheaper. The scarves cheaper. The bows cheaper. I don't even put myself on a schedule when I go there. I go there when I have plenty of time. I go there when I can take my time. I go there when I know I can walk around a store and enjoy the scents, enjoy the lotions, enjoy the shampoos. Y'all ain't listening to me. Enjoy the conditioners. I can smell them and take my time because I know I'm going to have a fantastic time here. I know the experience is going to fulfill me. I know that. So I get joy. I get excited when I just know I'm on my way. The earrings is not expensive. They have so many choices. Thank you, Heavenly Father, Universal Earthly Mother Nature. Isn't that what life is all about? We take the currency of our money and we want to expand it as far as we can go. They took me to a place where that happened. When I think about all the money I wasted before I came into the overflow, I didn't know I was putting out so much money. But the Heavenly Father, the Universal Earthly Mother of Nature said, let me show you something when you're on a budget. Let me show you what can happen with the currency of your money, of your dollar, of your abundance when you're on a budget. I had no idea that the store had all of that. But they did. They said, stop, goddess. Stop, Messiah. Stop, ascending master. Stop, messenger. Stop in the store for a few minutes. Say hi. I seen the name of the store. I had no idea that it had all that it had inside of it. When I opened the door and walked in, I said, wow, I would never think all of this was in here. I started getting happy. I started smiling. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. Hi, how you doing today? Welcome. Come on in. Hi, how you doing? How's your day going? I'm looking because I'm not used to it. I'm not used to nobody welcoming me like that. I'm not used to people coming up saying, is there anything I could do for you? Do you need anything? Are you looking for anything particular we can point you to? And then when I ask for something, they take you over there and they explain, we got this one, and this one, it's in this brand, this brand, and this brand. But if I was you, I would use that brand because this brand does that, and this brand does this, and you don't want to be worried with doing that because that brand might do this. I said, you know what, Heavenly Father? Bring my abundance in here. Lock it in here. Lock it in this man's store. Make his finances overflow. Bring in his land of milk and honey. As a matter of fact, bring him in the kingdom. Bring his store in the kingdom. I want his store to expand worldwide. I want him to open up another branch and another branch and another branch and another branch, because I want all my kingdom tribes to come into his store to give him their abundance so he can give you his. See, when I go in the store, I get an equal give and take. I'm giving him the currency of my energy, right? I'm pouring in my abundance and he gives me beauty. Did you hear me, brothers and sisters? He gives me beauty. He gives me creativity. He gives me fulfillment. He gives me overflow. I can mix it, match it, turn it, flip it. I can add a bow to it, a scarf to it, hair jewelry. It's an equal give and take. That's what you want in life. I know his store will bring me out. My true authenticity. He adds into the sacral chakra of my creativity. We met each other on a divine frequency. We're locked in. He will always get my money. There is no restriction or limitation in the amount he will get, because it is an equal give and take. I give, he give. I give, he give. I give, he give. And he's not robbing me. I'm not robbing him. His items are not expensive. Yet, I get to turn this into 1, 2. I can change it tomorrow if I want to. 3, 4, 5. I can have 7 different hairstyles in this 1 week. I can flip it up, flip it down, turn it down, curl it if I want to, let it hang if I want to. All off of one hairstyle. Even the hairstyle goes into the overflow. Even the earrings go into the overflow. Even his earrings are not expensive. His sunglasses is not expensive. I said, yes, Heavenly Father, bring my overflow up in here, up in here. I want him to expand. Let my blessings flow in this store, into the owner. Bring in the people. Bring in so many people that he has to open up another store. That's what I did yesterday when I stood in there and prayed. Expand him. I want everybody to experience his store, his mannerisms, his employees' demeanor, their character, because they make you feel like a majesty. They make you feel beautiful. Everything he has in there makes you feel beautiful. I said yesterday in a prayer, let him expand it out to clothes. Let him expand it out to negligees. Let him expand it out for women. Beautiful lingerie. Because I like him. He deserves it. He deserves the blessing. See, not many people know I walk into their stores, right? Where I can give them blessings, right? Where I can bring the abundance in, when I can bring the land of milk and honey in with the overflow. That's what it's all about, right? We ain't stingy. We're here to share the love, right? We're here to share the abundance, right? So I go into different stores just to see how I'm treated. I talk to different people just to see how I'm treated. And depending on how they treat me, I will say, I will pour in my abundance. I will pour in the overflow. Brothers and sisters, when you pour it in, it gets poured back into you by the Heavenly Father himself. So I just want to come on here real quick. I want to talk to you about the overflow. I want to talk to you about the tribes is all coming together. Listen, the Heavenly Father's lining up our tribes for us to spend our money. and whatever we need. We're going to meet the trials where we buy the food, the trials where we get our hair done, the trials where we get things for our bodies, the trials that will enhance, increase, magnify, and ascend us up higher. That's the overflow. I like going out in the world, going into different stores. I go into anywhere. I just want to see how you treat me. I just want to see if I can pour my abundance into you. I like to talk to people, see how they are. And then when we separate, I'll say to the Heavenly Father, you know what? Pour my blessings into that person. Give them the abundance. Allow the overflow to come in their life. Because I have so much stored up in the kingdom, I'm able, to do that as the Messiah. I have put in 26,059 years on this planet, where everything I did was correct. So I built up the treasures in the kingdom. I built up the abundance. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. I don't just have one spiritual inheritance. I have 26 of them in the kingdom with a lot of abundance, with a lot of milk and honey, where I'm able to pour it into other people's lives. I love that. And I'm just getting started. I ain't even make my way around the world yet. Because I am pouring. I'm going to keep pouring. I have more than enough to pour. It won't even make a dent in my spiritual inheritances. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, a lot of people get caught up on the world. I need to work hard for the world. I need to get famous and fortune with the world. I need to get into the wealth with the world. But see, when you get into the wealth with the world, they restrict you, right? They limit you. You're on their terms. They have to be the puppet master in your life, right? I only want you to make this much money. I only want you to stay right here. And you can't go left or right. You can't go up or down unless I say so. I don't want that. I want the kingdom treasures. I want the spiritual inheritance, the abundance, the overflow, the land of milk and honey. Because see, when I take my blessings and I pour them into people's lives and I pour it into people's businesses, right, it expands, it maximizes, right? I see it with my own eyes. I can't get that on this planet. See, a lot of people in this world, they like to work for man. No, I don't work for man. I don't work for woman. I work for God. And when I work for God, he pours into my life. When I work for God, he pours in the abundance. My spiritual inheritances, they keep on expanding. They keep increasing. They keep ascending. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. I have so much. I like to pour it out. I'm going to travel the world. I'm going to pour it out to the people who deserve it, like the homeless. I'm going to pour it out in them. See, I don't need a bank. I have the kingdom parents. I don't need a bank. I have the kingdom council. They're my legal judges and lawyers on this planet. They make sure whatever I invest myself into, I'm protected. That's the thing. When you have so much spiritual wealth built up in the world, and you have the kingdom council, the legal judges and lawyers, they will tell me, no, don't pour into that one. Yeah, you can pour into that one. I'm taking the abundance, the overflow out into the world. I'm pouring it into people. I'm pouring it into businesses. And if I pour it into you, you're coming into the kingdom. If I pour it into your business, I'm bringing you into the kingdom. See, if I'm covered by the kingdom council of lawyers and judges, right, that means you are too. That means nobody can do anything to you. That means you covered. That means you can expand. You don't have no limitations or restrictions because you ain't go through a man or a woman. You're going through God. And that's the type of currency that is going to be needed on this planet in the future. That's the type of currency you need locked in your energy. So it feels good to me. It feels good for me to go out and pour in to people and businesses so they can expand in the world with God. Not man, not woman, with God. I pour in my abundance to heal people, right? And when I pour my abundance to heal people with the overflow, and they're healed by the Heavenly Father and Universal Earthly Mother Nature, guess what? Can't nothing make them sick ever again on this planet. See, when I pour into them the healing, they come right into the kingdom. I love my life. I love it. I get to go around state to state, country to country, and pour it out. Help people. Just like God helped me 26,059 years ago when I was first created on this planet. And he brought me back each lifetime. And as he brought me back each lifetime, the treasures, the spiritual inheritance just increased and maximized in the kingdom. So he said, okay, you came back to 26 lifetime, you passed every single test, you broke every karmic generational curse. Now you can take your overflow. Now you can take your spiritual inheritance. Now you can take your abundance. Now you can start pouring it out. Much built up. You have so much. And you got a legal team. You have the lawyers. You have the judges. That's called the Kingdom Council. You have your brothers and sisters, the ascending masters. I'm an ascending master. They all around you protecting you. You're not going to sign nothing that you shouldn't sign. Nobody's coming into your energy that shouldn't be in it. They're here. So wherever I walk, they walk. Wherever I go, they go. Wherever I travel, they travel. And then they take the information when I say, give this person my blessings. Give this business my blessings. The ascending masters goes to the kingdom and say, let's consecrate it and bring it into the time slot. That's where I am. People who are good, I'm going to increase you worldwide. Yes, with my abundance. And I'm coming. I'm coming. So you're not alone. You're not isolated. And whatever people stole from you, whatever position they put you in, and you think you stuck, you're not stuck. I'm coming. I'm coming. You ain't stuck, you loose. I want you to get into the overflow. I need you to change your energy. Go into your highest self. Stay there. Stay there. I'm coming. I'm locking into your frequency in your state or your country. And I'm coming to bless you. And some of you, I don't even have to come to your country. I can just call your name out here and send you the overflow from where I sit. Because sometimes in this world, when you do good for people, people like to put blockages up. They think, well, if she wants to go to this country, we'll just block her. It don't matter if you block me from going anywhere, any state, anything. The amount of power I hold will go where I send it. I can sit here and send a blessing to somebody in Russia, expand them in Russia, if I choose to. But my tribes out here in the world, I want to see y'all in person. That's why I'm coming to you. You don't have to come to me. I'm coming to you because I'm going to bless you. Where they thought they had you stuck, you're going to be unstuck. Where they thought they robbed you of everything, you're going to have everything back in your life. Everything. And I'm going to maximize it. What you lost, you're going to get it back. They thought they broke you spiritually. No. Your spirit can't be broke. Your spirit will never be broke as long as I'm on this planet. And I'm not going nowhere ever off this planet. So there will be no broken spirits here at all. So today, I just wanted to stop on here. I'm going to come back on here later. We're going to get into another sermon. Yes, we are. Because we can and we will. Tribes worldwide. I want you to go today in the overflow. I want you to be in your highest self, your high vibration. I want you to stand in your power and know nobody can take you from your throne. Nobody. The throne you sit on is not in this world, it's outside this world, so they can't remove you at all. Take your overflow out today. Spread the love out today. Spread your kindness out today. Give your heart out today to somebody that deserves it, that don't even know you. Treat them to something. All right, brothers and sisters, I got to go. I have an appointment to get to. I want you to know I love you. Today, I send blessings out to each and every one of you worldwide. We shall and will get back together today. All right? All right. I am your Messiah, divine authority. Have a very blessed and fulfilled day, everybody. Until then, blessings.